Hi guys, I just remembered that I had a dream today. Well, I woke up like super early. Holy shit. Whenever I go to sleep when I'm supposed to go to sleep, I happen to not sleep a lot. Like I just wake up super early, like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. So then throughout my day I just went back to sleep. And I remember like I had oh my gosh, one of the few dreams where I actually am like in a horror scenario, like where I'm a victim or I'm powerless. Usually I'm doing okay, but not this time. So, from the very generalization that I remember, I was in some kind of like, is it an underground city? There's like a bunch of holes. You go through the holes, you go through the, like, not tunnels, like hallways, but it's like, it wasn't outside. It was like, yeah, tunnels, I guess. Um, Something made me remember, like the second part. But yeah, then there was a person. There was a lot of there's a person. I walked past that person. I talked to that person, and I was being judged for talking to that person. Um, and then I went through this entrance. I went through this tunnel. What? I remember the person was maybe acting like an asshole or something. Um, there were a bunch of kids potentially just running, like. And then there was a point. There's a time skip. I think these two scenarios are related because I saw the same person. So then we happen to be in this sort of like open space. So the first phase it was kind of like exploration, adventure, and I also felt like because I was talking to someone, I felt like judged and observed. Which ironically, today I decided to talk to someone on the line because I saw her before. And as soon as I did the gesture to get her attention, because she was on her cell phone, everybody, like the two people behind, were just staring at me. But I didn't fucking crush down like I did. I just kept going. I kept relaxed. Then I just looked at her like calmly, disengaged. I didn't want to surrender to this pressure of these two people looking at me, assholes. Anyways, yeah. And then the second phase of the dream, we're this in this open space. People were dying. Um, I don't remember what is it precisely. There's some kind of villain, some monstrosity. It's thinking like some ball, maybe some big ball or like ball of spikes, and this I think this was an individual, maybe some powerful individual. Was he laughing? Was he? He was definitely talking. I think he was talking. I think he was spinning around and he was spinning around super fast. I was getting Attack on Titans vibes, but he was spinning around and slicing people that he touched, if I remember correctly. It was gore for sure. I remember something big. It was turning fast and like you can barely predict it. It was spinning very fast. It's like when you're running, you decide that you run in one direction. This thing is moving way faster than you run. So the way I see it now in retrospect, it's a matter of luck. It started with a lot of us, and then the room was like emptying up. So it's if I had to quantify it, it might have started as if there was like 15 of us, 20, 15. Then quickly this number went down very fast. And I ended up feeling like there's like 7 of us or 6. I remember this thing went around me super fast, taking other people, taking other souls. I remember thinking like, oh, I could be next. I will probably be next. I will probably be next. And there was the kid. There was a kid I saw earlier. Was she with a mom? Can't tell. Was she with someone? Yeah, there was a kid there. Which, in retrospect, I think it's fucking weird what happened next. What happened next is I ran. Well, there was like a hall that leads outside, a tunnel. There's an entrance, yeah. And I ran there. I ran there. I just booked it. I just ran. Then the path I think was going like this and like this, or it was going like like in amusement parks they're called, but it's like the pathway, like this, and then maybe another path down there. I think I once like went, and then I just went down. I just went down, and then I just crouched somewhere, and then I heard like an alarm ringing, like intruder or something. Someone got out. I don't remember exactly, but it was a message of this sort. Something like someone got out or one person has left out. And I felt like, oh shit, this is me. Like, wow. And this is where it ended basically. But like in retrospect, I'm just thinking like there was a kid there and there was no thought into it. Like it just happened, like it just happened. Like I didn't decide like screw these people. Like I kept thinking, I guess I am next, I am next, I am next. And then I just instinctively went towards the exit, towards the path. And yeah, so then in retrospect, when I think about it, I'm like, whoa, I just like ditched a kid there. And also in retrospect, I was thinking that, yo, why didn't I mean, it also seems dumb. I also thought, like in retrospect, why didn't I try to like fight it? I'm thinking about Attack on Titans, like Levi. Why didn't I just turn into Levi? Why didn't I study it? Like, why didn't I start uh, seeing weaknesses? But in the retrospect now, as I'm talking and recounting, I don't like. It just felt like this thing was way too fast. I think at that moment when I woke up, I thought like, okay, why didn't I think about just fighting it? Like it just didn't get to my mind. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I could do it next time. But now that I'm thinking about it, it was like, okay, well, the thing was too fast. So especially if it had spikes, I don't know. Maybe it didn't have spikes. Maybe it was just turning around, hitting people, and just grabbing it, crushing it. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it looked like, except that it was big, fast, and turning around. So maybe when I woke up, I had a clearer memory of what it looked like, and I thought, okay, well, if I took time to study it, I could have just tried to fight it or try to be like Levi style, study the environment, study if there's maybe a weapon I can pick up. Yeah. Oh my god, wait. The first half was way longer now than I remember. The first half there was something about a cat, I think. Like like I was walking a path somewhere. Then like I stayed around with the cat. I stayed with the cat. I didn't want to ditch a cat. Or I found a cat who also stayed behind while other people were walking, and I just stayed with the cat. I didn't want to ditch it. So the first half of the dream felt different from the second part. Wow. It felt like more innocent and more like psychologically or social anxiety challenging, like with me interacting with someone and then people judging me. Like it felt like it was going somewhere else. And then the second part was just a massacre out of nowhere. Okay, that's that.